With over 60 years experience and more than 1,000 customized installations, Stamo gives you 3 basic instructions how to install your agitators in the easiest and safest way. This is Stamo Agitation Solutions. The first thing you need to do, regardless of which installation method you choose, is to make sure that the tank flange is straight according to given tolerances. Use a digital bubble level to make sure the flange is horizontal. Start by placing the packing over the tank flange before attaching the drive unit using washers and bolts lubricated with thread paste. Proceed by properly screwing the bolts with a torque wrench. It's important to do this crosswise. Assemble inside the tank. To assemble inside, start by placing the shafts and propellers inside the tank, where you have already placed a scaffolding to work from. Begin by elevating the top shaft from the tank floor for an easier propeller attachment. Place the propellers horizontally when attaching them to the shaft. Apply thread paste and secure the propellers with washers, nuts and bolts. Use a torque wrench according to the specifications to attach the first set of nuts. Remember to screw crosswise 3 times on each nut. Attach the second set of nuts and repeat the same procedure. Once the propeller is properly attached to the shaft, use a crane from outside the tank to lift the shaft to a vertical position. Repeat the same procedure as before to attach propellers to the bottom shaft. Connect the shaft with chain links to lift both the top and bottom shafts to a vertical position. Slowly lower the shafts connecting the couplings to be bolted together and detach the chain links. A second alternative to assemble inside the tank. Place the bottom shaft with propellers already attached in a vertical position against the scaffolding. Lift the top shaft over the bottom shaft and lower the top shaft connecting the couplings. Secure as before using thread paste, washers, bolts and torque wrench. When you have finished assembling the shafts and propellers inside the tank, secure shaft above the tank flange with beams, with the coupling slightly above the beams. Finally, attach the drive unit to the protruding agitator shaft coupling. Secure it with bolts using the same method as before. Remove the beams and lower the unit and mount the tank lid to the top of the tank with bolts. Assemble outside the tank. Begin by making sure that the tank flange is horizontal and attach the drive unit to a crane. Proceed by connecting the shafts to the propellers. This will be easier if the shafts are slightly elevated from the ground. You can connect them exactly as you would inside, using thread paste, washers, nuts and bolts, and a torque wrench screwing according to the specifications. Once the propeller and the shafts are properly attached, finish the assembly by attaching the drive unit to the shaft coupling and start your lift. While lifting, remember to use a forklift together with the crane. The forklift should be situated by the middle of the agitator, assisting the lift so that the shaft doesn't bend. Continue by descending the agitator through the rectangular tank flange at the top of the tank. Lower agitator so the first propeller is inside the tank, rotate 90 degrees and continue lowering. Finally, you mount the tank lid to the top of the tank with sealing and bolts. Stamo Agitation Solutions.